Today I'm going to review a very special car. This car is one of the most iconic cars ever built. If tomorrow cars were to disappear from the planet Earth and someone was to write history of cars, that history cannot be completed without mentioning of this particular car. Let me present to you a Mini Cooper. The production of Mini Cooper started in the late 50s. At that time the car was produced by the company called Mini. In 2000 that company was purchased by BMW, and since then the car is being manufactured by BMW. About 60 years and the car is still going there, it's still strong. Let me show you the interesting features in this car and then we'll take it for a road drive. The key of a Mini Cooper. In your normal car key there is a lock button and an unlock button, but in this one you have an unlock button and the trunk opening button. What about the lock button? They could have put up a simple button then, but then it would have been a very simple car. They thought of making this mini button to lock the car. So you press this button and the car is locked. You have a car which is a regular car, it has a bonnet which is a regular bonnet and it opens. In Mini Cooper it's the same thing, but there is a little twist. Let me show you. Bonnet, car, not in the center, on the left hand side. The whole front, the radiator grille, the lights, everything is part of the trunk and it all opens. So the fender is just this part, not the conventional fender that comes up to the front. Over here if you see, it's just the rubber sheet which is on the tire as a covering. Rest of all goes with the bonnet. Pretty cool. This is the door situation of this car. As you can see, there is a tweeter, a speaker, door handle, door grips and the door pocket. So we'll just close the door. The steering is a 2-spoke leather stitched steering wheel. On the both sides there are small horn pads and in the center you have Mini logo. The airbag is also over here. When you come here, you have your indicator on this side and your wiper on the other side. Unlike your normal conventional car, this is how it is in a European car. It is always like this. Let's just start the car. In the display you see a lot of chrome. You see the chrome around the gauge cluster, in the center gauge cluster. Over here on the buttons you see chrome. Chrome is around the air vents. The door handles are of chrome, which are very sweet and decent looking ones. If you look at the gear stalk, you have chrome over here. Coming to the center, here you have your lights button to control the brightness of this and this display in the night. This is your hazards button. This is your engine temperature over here. Then you have your oil bar, oil temperature over here. This is your fuel gauge. In the middle main instrument cluster you only have your speedometer and your RPM meter. If you look at this one over here, you can see your overall odometer, the trip meter. Over here you have another button. When you press this button, you see your average of fuel consumption. You press it again, you see your current average, your average temperature, range on the fuel tank. If you see the red line that is going over here, so instead of making a normal red line, what they have done is they have given you red lights. This is a normal CD player. Here you have your climate control, which could have been a normal one, but this is your temperature gauge. Then, as you can see, your climate control like this. This is the fan speed. This is to select the auto, air mode. These buttons, it looks like some fighter jets buttons, but in reality you have your power windows buttons over here. They are all powered windows. You have your power window buttons. Then you have your door locks and unlock button. If you put it up, your doors will be unlocked, and if you go down, the doors will be locked. Then the fog light buttons, the other power. See, this is your traction control button over here. You have your two cup holders again with chrome around them. The gearbox is a Triptronic gearbox. So what that means is, after you have gone in drive mode, you can put it on the right side, and now it's a manual one. Plus is down is plus and up is minus. So that is a Triptronic gearbox. This is your rear view mirror button. So over here you have your retraction button, just a small button. You retract the door mirrors, and this one is to select which door mirror you want to adjust, and then you can adjust with this joystick kind of a thing. Then coming here, you have another very interesting feature. This particular button that you can see, this is for your tire inflation button. So supposedly you come across a tire flat and you get it repaired, there will be a light that you will have over here in the center console. So that light will be turned on even after you have repaired your tire. And once you want, like when you want that light to go away, once you have repaired the tire, you can press and hold this particular button, and the light on the tire inflation will be turned off that way. And a normal kind of a handbrake over here. This is the ashtray for Mini Cooper, the original one, and if you want to use it, you can fit it into one of the cup holders, and it fits like this. This is your glove compartment. In your normal car there is a glove compartment, but in Mini Cooper you need a light for the glove compartment. We have an airbag in the seat as well. This is the height adjustment of the seat, and then you can lower it like this. This particular thing over here is to put the seat up, forward and back. Over here you have your for your seat to go like this. And if I just, then on the inside you have your seat recliners like this. In the back you don't really have any space. In your normal car you have visors in the front, but when you are talking about a Mini Cooper, the driver needs a visor on the side as well. So there is one in the front and one at the side. Normally we try to fit Omer in the trunk, but since this car is so small, that test would be pointless. So we came up with a new test. Let me try to see if Omer can sit at the back seat of this car. Let's see. I can't fit with my legs. The trunk space is very, very small, and you have your extra stuff. There is no spare wheel, but this all is there. What you can do is you can fold the rear seats to make the trunk space bigger. So this seats are 50-50 split, and you can have a little bit of trunk space like that if you fold it. So if you fold the trunks, the rear seats, you can have some space over here. Other than that, the trunk space is really minuscule. So these are all the interesting features in a Mini Cooper. Now we will take this car for a road drive. Okay, so now we are driving Mini Cooper. It's a quick car. It's amazing how quick it is, but it's not that crazy fast. It's not like your GTR fast or your Nissan 350 fast. It's extremely quick, and it's definitely faster than your average 1300cc car. It's really fun to drive for the back road driving, and you can have a lot of fun. Quick to zip in through the traffic and stuff like that. Ground clearance is extremely low though, and because of that you need to be super careful with every bump and every pothole and stuff like that. But other than that, this car is a charm. Extremely fun to drive, and yeah, you can have a good time with this car. Let's just try to floor it. Whoa! Yeah, so it zips like very nicely. Extremely nice. I'll just set this mirror for me. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. We're taking the car on the road now. So now we'll just try to floor it a little. Let me show you. Nice, yeah? Like, it's so fun. A lot of fun. The 1600cc engine has good power, and apart from the power, this is a small car. It's a two-door hatchback at the end of the day, which means the car is extremely compact for traffic, and you can just park it anywhere. So it's a nice practical sports car. Also, when you're driving this particular car, you get a lot of attention on the road. So if you're in that kind of stuff, this will be a good car for you. The car has extremely stiff suspension and extremely hard steering wheel. That kind of a thing is something you would expect in a car like this, because you have to control the car on any speed. So this was all about our review for Mini Cooper. Please let us know in the comment section what you think about this. Please like the channel, share the video and subscribe. Thank you.